Hi Libras, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot weekly tarot for the week of December 11th through December 17th. Just a quick recap, you do have some very important messages for your overall energy for the month of December. Really encouraging you to go within and focus on your shadow work, all right? Because the only way we're gonna move away from some way of thinking is by really detaching from some old beliefs, you know, thoughts, routines. I'm really getting a strong emphasis of routines too. But this could even be just how we get lost in our head. You're an air sign, right? I mean, I get it. I'm a Gemini moon rising north node. Like, I understand how it's easy to get lost in your head. And you got that message too, like where you really had Libra new moon. You really were so connected to your energy, right? And it might have felt like the rug got pulled out from underneath you. And actually, I love this like analogy that I had where you were up in your air, like you're holding onto that balloon and the balloon's lifting you up and somebody just tugs you right back down to the 3D world. That's really what I got. But that karmic completion, you really got a strong message of some karmic completion. And I do think a lot of us are tying up those loose ends of some karmic completion when it comes to even past life bonds with people, okay? December 26th, that's going to be a really big pivotal time with that full moon in Cancer because it really signifies emotional closure to like really sensitive matters. And we have that Aries and Chiron, which is healing insecurities, okay? So boundaries are really important. The Queen of Swords, she might appear cold, but she is actually a balance of air and earth, okay, and water. So like she has very strong boundaries, physical and emotional. You know what I mean? Like she thinks before she speaks. She's methodical, okay? And so this is the type of energy we want. We don't want to react to somebody because we feel triggered in this month of December, all right? Because I do think that there's a lot of that happening because you had that really strong energy of shadow work and that there are people that are like, you know, it's like poking the bear, like somebody is trying to trigger you. And so we don't want to take the bait. And it's interesting, I actually can see how this, you know, plays out. And I've, you know, gone through this experience. And once you do that shadow work, those projections, they're not so triggering because we understand, because we all project, right? And then so once we have that understanding, we don't feel that impulse reaction to respond or react, you know, and feed into that, all right? So just do pay attention to that because this is some sort of karmic completion. So again, when you can see it in that perspective of like, I'm learning lessons to take me beyond where I am now, right? Again, the transition from the Capricorn paradigm to the Aquarian age, all right? We're all on this emotional evolution. So just remember that too, Libras. Like this energy might be very strongly felt, but remember we all go through this, okay? And so there are probably people in your life too who have gone through something similar that you could look at and see like, oh, they're on the other side of it. You know, I can be too, okay? So just keep that in mind. Also too, like, with media you're consuming, you know what I mean? Like focus on where you're going, not where you are or where you've been, okay? So hard right now, like we're seeing the polarity of the, you know, differences of opinions, like the divide and conquer, you know what I mean? Like us versus them energy. And in December, I feel like it's starting to shift to a lot of people, you know, maybe feeling like they've been played in a sense, you know? So you just stay aligned with your Libra energy of justice, balance, you know what I mean? Because that is going to be part of the Aquarian age, is needing that Libra energy to accompany the forward-thinking Aquarian energy, okay? So hang in there. December is going to be, I think personally, cathartic, especially when you incorporate that shadow work, okay? Yeah, especially, let's get this going before Capricorn season, okay? We want to be in our shadow work for that retrograde because remember, the 12th is The new moon in, can you tell my Gemini brain? Gemini rising brain. The new moon in Sagittarius is on the 12th, and that is ushering in new perspectives, okay? And so then Mercury retrograde happens the next day on the 13th. So if we have this surge, like, oh my God, like this is the missing piece, right? And like we want to share it with the world. Do the internal first, right? Go within, okay? Like your message was go within, okay? So really focus on going within this month, because that is where you're unlocking something very, very powerful. And it can be, like I said, like your relationship with money is a reflection of your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. And so when we have this emotional evolution, right? Like when we feel this like completion, you're going to see that shift too when it comes to your finances, all right? So yeah, going within and focusing on your relationship with yourself is also very important. All right, but yeah, those are the two things to really pay attention to. New moon in Sagittarius, new perspectives, Mercury retrograde, slow down, and make sure you utilize that time to go within, okay? Because you can have some really wonderful, innovative thinking that's coming out of that retrograde time too. All right, so let us, oh, yeah, you're really, the tarot's really pleased asking you. Oh, thank you. Okay, I did forget to mention this. Don't forget last week too, we had Neptune go direct in Pisces. And that is really allowing us to hold on to some sense of like faith and trust. All right. And because reminder, like October-ish, feeling like somebody pulled you back down to earth, you know, like that can be hard. And so like now we're getting this sense back of like faith and trust in the system, in the process, in ourselves. Okay. Shadow work, I'm telling you, that's going to unlock so much. And then too, think of that, like, you know, once you do it, then it's like, wow, like I can share this with other people. And like, remember, like there's resistance too. There can be resistance. So don't like do it from like an ego basis. You know what I mean? But like, are you going to be a victim over the co-creator? Like this is your shadow taking over. The shadow wants you to stay in fear, right? The shadow wants to protect you. And there's comfort in what you know. Okay. We're moving away from that. All right, Libras. Okay. So I think we are going to begin. Patience too. That's important. Part of that new perspective. Water signs have been getting this a lot, but maybe you might have a lot of water placements. Really rethinking having patience, because we live in an instant gratification society. It's hard to have patience. It's hard to see, you know, you see that person who's like got, it seems like they're like an overnight success, or like they put out one video and all of a sudden they're trending. You're like, that's very superficial. And so like the things that matter, like they take time, okay? Like you don't want to eat a piece of fruit that, is under-ripened, you know, it's going to taste bitter and sour. Like there's something here when it comes to learning about patience and focusing on that gratitude. That's not toxic positivity. It's having faith and trust in the system that these things are going to work out. You show up every day, you put in a little effort, it pays off. Okay, Libras? All right, so let's see what we got for Libras for the week of December 11th through December 17th. So I do last week's energy, this week's energy, and then do some clarifiers too for you. Something difficult coming to an end. It can be related in some sort of like communication, but that fresh start is coming, and it's connected to your liberation. It's connected to answering the wake-up call. Also check out your North Node. See what sign rules your North Node and read up on that, okay? Make sure too that, if you don't have your birth chart, go to Pam Gregory. She has a free birth chart. I linked it in November's extended readings. So go back to your November extended. I haven't been doing a lot of links because it was messing with visibility on this channel, but go back to November extended and check out the link if you don't know what your North Node is. But your North Node is your destiny, like your true calling. What you're being liberated, like the answer, the wake-up call for. But if you're in a career related to communication, there's something difficult coming to an end. And it comes when you surrender and you do that work, right? Okay. So that just seemed like an important message. Perfect. This is why she popped out. Somebody might be triggering you, or it might be because of miscommunication from that retrograde. So reminder, we will clarify these. So we'll check that out, okay? Okay, so last week's energy coming into this week is the 5 of Coins, all right? And this is that energy that is coming from your shadow. If you can see the roots here, like it's a energy of like poverty consciousness, really deep rooted energy related to your finances or your health. Take it how it resonates. But the 5 of Coins like feels like this energy of a lot of worry when it comes to your finances, okay? You have to remember that light comes from within. And so I know this is like beating a dead horse, but like it's really asking you to do your shadow, because she's reaching out looking for somebody to, you know, save her or give her that handout, right? And like if she just turned around and saw that the answer is actually from within, which I think you are, okay? That's where you unlock that potential and that financial gain. And so I think why that 7 of Coins was there, you have to also have patience, okay? Because it is easy to look at people who have the things that you want and not see the journey it took for them to get there, all right? So yeah, I do believe though that this is very clearing, so it'll be interesting to see the clarifier for this. So this week's energy is the Queen of Swords, and this is what I was telling you. Like, I think there could be somebody who might be triggering you in some way, like triggering your boundaries, again, like pushing your buttons. So remember, like the Queen of Swords is very methodical, okay? So you want to be understanding the nature of appearances when it comes to people projecting their shadow. All right? And making sure you have strong boundaries. Like honestly, you know, when it comes to your throat chakra, like she's protecting her throat chakra. So even, you know, wearing a scarf or an amulet or crystal that, you know, wards off negative energy, like that could be really good to have and focus on if you do feel triggered. But when we approach it from a sense of like, what is this trying to teach me? Okay, and not allowing those triggers to have that reactionary communication or thought. I mean, the thought's going to be there no matter what, but like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Okay, you know, so go within. I do think this could also be related to legal matters. The Queen of Swords is connected to also like legal matters, justice. But this is a sense of like some feeling of independence you're getting, okay? That's teaching you all about boundaries and having strong boundaries, all right? Now, this is amazing to see because the 3 of Wands next week is your ships are coming in, all right? This is also, it could be a new partnership with somebody. It's remembering the sky's the limit, okay? You're only as big as your dreams are. And you're seeing some potential unlocking. Like you're getting that confirmation that you're on the right path. All right. And how wonderful is that to see? So journaling also wonderful to do during this retrograde time. Okay. And then reflect back on it, because even what you're writing, because again, ruler of communication, not just communication with others, but how you communicate with yourself. Okay. There might be some things that you're unearthing when you do that journal work, but really focus on whatever is coming in next week. Really focus on it and know that spring 2024 is like when things really start building, because Jupiter goes direct at the end of this month, right? Expansion going into the 3D world. All the things that you've been thinking about expanding, wanting to expand in your life are going to start like presenting themselves in the 3D world during that time. So like really get excited. Okay, Libras. All right, so now let's clarify these cards to see if we can get some more information. But remember, all answering the wake-up call. Okay, let's see why the 5 of Coins is here last week for dear Libras. Why is the 4? All right. Yep, okay. You got a choice to be made. It's all about choices, isn't it? Okay, so you got 3 clarifiers here, and we're going to go through these. All right, so the 9 of Coins, I believe, is what I was mentioning about, you know, looking at other people and where they're at. And it's like, why am I not here? I'm doing these things. Why am I not here? Do you know what I mean? And that's where it comes to this choice, my dear Libra. Okay. This is ruled by Moon in Libra. So your emotions, right? Your feelings, the energy you give to things, the energy you give to situations, to people, okay? The energy you give to your thoughts. It's a choice, okay? And this is the choice. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the tarot did this for me. It's amazing. Here's your choice, right? If you let your air energy just overthink and question and doubt and fear, this person, if there's a person pressing your buttons, like, they're not worth your time is really what I'm getting, right? But like, the choice is what you put your energy towards, okay? This is ruled by Venus and Virgo too. And Virgo, practical, routine, right? Like, Virgos are master manifestors in the 3D world because we're in the Capricorn paradigm, Earth, right? They show up every day. They wake up at the same time, right? They start their day in the same way. They eat the same stuff a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's something to that energy that is where this comes from, right? You got to show up every day, okay? And this is the choice to be made because it's, and again, all rooted from your shadows. So when you tend to your garden, you pull out those weeds and look at it bloom, okay? But this is the choice that has to be made when it comes to our thoughts. And I do believe that this new perspective that's coming in this week, so remember, this is energy from last week coming into this week. This new perspective in some way is going to unlock something really big for you, okay? But this is, it's all about how you choose to see it, okay? And when we have these negative, when we have those negative thoughts, some other sign got this, I don't remember, like, it's not, toxic positivity is not the answer. You identify, I am feeling this. Now, why am I feeling it? Okay, that's a very important message for you. And then you go within and you figure it out, okay? Shadow work, wonderful. There's great, videos, journals. I linked in, I believe, September's extended, September and October probably still, because I've been talking about this journal a lot. It's amazing. It's almost like Mad Libs. It's like shadow work, Mad Libs, but check that out if you have time. But yeah, it's very clear. This is a choice, okay? Your moon sign is going to be very important too. Your moon energy in general, I think that's where a lot of your shadow work is coming in. So take that how it resonates, okay? All right, now let's clarify this Queen of Coins, or I'm sorry, Queen of Swords. Maybe she's bringing you to the Queen of Coins. All right, why is the Queen of Swords here for Libras for the week of December 11th through December 17th? Why is the Queen of Swords here? All right, why is... Got two clarifiers. Man, there is something with your moon card, or your moon energy. And look. Wow. Now, granted, this is Saturn and Pisces, but you still see the Pisces moon, okay? Yeah. Go deep, all right? This is the perfect time. The moon is your intuition, your subconscious, your emotions. There is some major message coming with your moon energy, all right? And your subconscious, all right? Your shadow. It all comes from within, including the projection that you see in other people, right? We're all a reflection. Look at the idea of reflection too. All right, you're meant to really utilize this energy to reflect on something. But again, it's leading you to something fantastic, okay? You also got the King of Coins as a clarifier. So it's funny, I said maybe the Queen of Coins will pop out. Psych, it's the King of Coins who popped out. The King of Coins is a message of delayed gratification pays off, all right? Success, dependable, loyal, okay? This is that energy of showing up every day. And you know what's so crazy about this, my dear Libras, is this is ruled by Aries, Taurus, and air. And what do we have at the end of the month? We have Jupiter direct in Taurus, and we have Chiron in Aries, healing those insecurities, okay? Expansion and release, embrace too. Not just, you don't release your shadow, you embrace it, all right? You don't just face it, you embrace it, okay? And we got to remember to have that patience, all right? So if you could see how all of this, you know, and that's the thing, we don't see it when we're going through it. If you can see how all of these things are actually that's that's why this was here. If you can see how all of this is building your resilience, is taking you to this next level that you probably put in your new Libra new moon intentions. All of this is activating that. All of this is taking you to that place. You can't see it when you're going through it. And you're not meant to, honestly, sometimes. But it's keeping in perspective that I am being guided to be my best self. All right? Huge with your moon. I mean, look at this. Your messages are so clear this week, Libra, okay? So get excited, please. All right, now let's clarify the Three of Wands next week. Also, Libras, if you do enjoy this video, please do like the video, comment if it resonates, share with other people you think it might resonate with. Thank you to, you know, everybody who commented. Last week's it's looking like the visibility of my channel, hello, you, is growing. The algorithm's starting to show my channel to new people, so I appreciate that. And that has to do a lot with the likes and comments and sharing of my video. And also, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you do get notifications of when new videos pop up. All right, let's clarify that Three of Wands for Libra. You know, it might actually be interesting too, like I'm actually looking at I still have my Libra new moon vision board, and it might be good to go back and see, like, what were your intentions during that time? Okay? Yeah, don't get stuck in that overthinking, all right? You're not stuck. You're not stuck. Also see how Jupiter can help you. Look at your Jupiter placement and the natural gifts and talents you have in your Jupiter placement. Wow. Yeah. You're getting a big green light, all right? And again, with a wand clarified by a wand, the Eight of Wands is Mercury and Sagittarius, all right? Like, things are going to start picking up, but please be mindful of the Mercury and retrograde, okay? Because that impulse to move forward, we have to stay balanced, all right? We have to stay in our energy and, like, you know, this is really, I think, the new perspective coming this week is really activating you, getting back to yourself in some way, all right? And really, the new perspective, we need the yin and the yang. We need the light and the shadow, right? Amazing. But yeah, this is getting out there, okay? So, like, Capricorn season is coming in, but, like, that Sagittarian energy is going to stay with you, and, like, you're going to be able to utilize that going into the new year. So one empowering question, and then we're going to close this out for you, Libras. All right, let's see. But yeah, please do check out your sun, moon, and rising, but, like, very specifically your moon. Your moon, whatever sign is your moon, yeah, is, like, really important for some sort of clarity. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. First I'm going to read it, and then I'll say why I'm, like, the hairs on my arm are standing up. What kinds of recurring situations or people do I attract? What kinds of lessons might they have about myself? Is this not exactly what I've been saying this whole time? And the hairs on my neck now. I didn't even know I had hairs on my neck. Look at the colors here associated with here. All right? And what we're focusing on. All right? There is a lesson here with something that you're being triggered by. One more time. What kinds of recurring situations or people do I attract? What kind of lessons might they have about myself? Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading, giving you a big warm Pisces hug. Remember, you might not see the lesson that's being taught to you while you're in the thick of it, but look at where it's taking you, okay? We want to build resilience. Please take a look at your Saturn too, all right? Saturn is our lessons, challenges, blocks, fears, okay? There's something to unlock there. And all of this unearthing is because of Saturn direct in Pisces, all right? Hard work and compassion. Those two things are going to take you so far. Not just compassion for others, compassion for yourself, Libra, all right? Have an amazing, what looks like a very cathartic week ahead.